Welcome back to a little bit of the tools that I love video. This is going to be a beast. I'm actually thinking of doing some ASMR. If you don't know what that is, it's usually people lightly eating a sandwich or biting into an apple, and you listen to it and probably masturbate. I don't know. What I was thinking, don't do that to any of my videos, but what I was thinking was I might just do a video where I just clean every tool, clean my bag and everything, because it's filthy inside. There's dust all over it. And just, yeah, just do that. And you guys could just watch along while I talk utter rubbish. So this is what I'm looking at in today's video. This tool is so handy. It's actually up here. I've got to redo my tool bag here because I'm starting to get duplicate tools. Now look, this is the problem. I've got this Bahco spanner here that I'm close to, but I've got this ox one that it's a narrower gauge teeth, but it goes wider. I mean, this goes up to 35 mil and this goes up to 20 mil. It's going to be a hard choice. I don't know. Maybe I'll start building up a set of tools for the shed as well. I mean, I've got another tool bag up there for that. I mean, if you want to see some of the tools that I use in the shed, because I've got my old pillar drill here, I've got my welder. I'm always doing loads of welding in here. I make a lot of stuff on my other YouTube channel. I make a lot of stuff for my home gym that I've got, but also I make wood burners and things like that out of old expansion vessels and accumulators. They're really good for it. And Jeremy, who's in the unit next door to me, who has, it's a scrapyard, he got given loads of the bottom bits of lampposts, and they're good. Well, you can actually hold on. Let's get the camera around. They're just here. So these lampposts, what I'm going to do on my other channel, probably have to cut them off about here, and then I'm going to weld them to the top of a expansion vessel. So that should hopefully be sort of fun for you guys to watch if you subscribe to the other channel. So once I've got this side of the bag sorted out, because I usually have my two sets of grips always go down into this bit here, because as you can see the head means that they sort of sit back nicely like that. But once I've got all this sorted out, I'm probably gonna, like, I've got two, this always happens as well, I've got two of these, because two Stanley knives, because I'm always forgetting about them, and bits and bobs like that. But anyway, what would normally happen is this set usually lives down here, because I don't have loads like that. This shouldn't be here. That shouldn't be there. But anyway, we'll talk about those in another video. So this is the kit I'm going to be talking about today. This is the absolute nuts nadgers. Oh, it's a bit floppy, isn't it? That's a bit floppy. Before I became a plumber, I started up a sandal company for people with one leg. It was a flop. Sorry for those people with one leg out there. So, this Bahco, let's have a look. Let's do a nice sexy shot of me opening. Proper look, come on. This is what I love about this set. I'll talk about these in a minute because these aren't actually part of this set. But if you buy this little set with it, then it's even better, okay? This little set with it is really, really good. But let's just put that to one side. So we've got very, very small ratchet here, just a ratchet lever there. A little extendable piece like that. And then we've got sockets from 4.5mm up to 13mm. Obviously, you're going to be using a lot of 13s, a lot of 10s, and probably a lot of 8s. That sort of thing is kind of what you'd be using quite a lot of. Then you've got just a little set here with some posies in it, some hex bits, and some torque bits in here as well. So really, really nice. So why is this unit so good? It's good for me because number one, everything goes in a little box like that. It's quite a sort of shallow, slim profile. And when I have my bag sorted out, it does sit just down there nicely, with all my other tools going off at the back of it. I mean, if you think about that, it's going to be them popping in there. I'll probably then just keep the ox one as much as it makes my heart bleed. And then on for this side, that's pretty much it. But what makes this so good is that we've got this piece that brings it over to a hex bit. If you're doing things like removing boiler casing, stuff like that, little sets like this are really, really handy. They're also handy. You might have seen me use this when we fitted that Vitra bidet toilet. I definitely used this then, but I did a little bit of an adaptation because I'd lost a bit, right? What I did, I got this long piece and actually got that into the end of my drill. And then I think it was a 13mm bit on the end. Pop that in there like that, and then I could screw it up. But what I've done to improve this little set, so I went on Amazon. Obviously the Bahco set is there in our Amazon store, but this little set I actually I've popped next to it. And what this allows you to do, this allows you to get your impact driver, then you can pop that in there, and then you're good to go with loads of bits. So you can then make this tightening up hex bits all the time. Now this is a quarter, So this is a quarter square to a standard hex. But that means now I can pop that on there, and if I want to extend it, I can even extend it if I want. Pop that on there. So if I'm going to be doing something through quite a long bit of frame, something like that, I can give that a good spin up and get that working. So the good thing about this adapter as well is that it will lay quite happily with everything else in the set, and it's only about, what, 3 or 4 quid. And that's basically my sort of setup. I lay these other ones in here as well, but really they're kind of useless. So that means then I've got an impact driver bit that is going to go through all of these sockets here and work perfectly fine. So just in that one little box there that just slips into there, with that, I've got something then that can do up and tighten up multiple sizes of screw head. Beautiful. Yeah, just looking closely at this here, on the back of it, we've got our release button, then we've got our directional button if you're tightening or loosening. But something you guys are probably going to want to see is just like what one click gets you. So one click up is there. That's a click. That's a click. That's a click. Okay, so it gives you an idea what kind of gauge you've got. And if you listen to it, hold on. You'll hear that's got a real fine gauge when it comes to the actual ratchet on it itself. So really, really nice piece of kit. So then guys, a beautiful little handy set. The sun's coming out now, so I'm probably not going to use it for a few hours. I'm just going to sit and have a pint. But yeah, really nice handy set. Lovely to have in the bag. Sits in there nice and easily. Got all the little bits that you need. Obviously, if you're going to start using Imperial, you need different sockets. But this, as a sort of get you out of trouble set for most of the sizes you're going to find, is going to really, really help you out to have it in your tool bag. So check it out. Get it if you want, and if you don't, I don't care. So anyway, have a great rest of the week, guys. I'll see you the AL Army Massive tomorrow evening. That's Thursday night at 6:30. If you want to join the AL Army, click the join button, or you can find a link to join in the description below and in the top pinned comment. I do a live stream every Thursday night at 6:30 where we have a couple of beers, talk about the trade, talk about the next video that's going out, talk about what's going on in the world at the moment and all that sort of thing. But it's, you know, it's turned into a real nice community, so it's really, really good. Also, it's my first beer of the week on Thursday night, so it's like, yes, the weekend's back. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'll see you on Saturday's video that's all about stopping corrosion in your heating system, and then we'll go back into getting the bathroom done, and there's loads of videos coming up, honestly. So if you haven't hit subscribe, do it, and I'll see you in next week's video. Remember, if there's one thing you've got to do, that's hold tight. I'll see you later.